All right, hello and welcome to my channel for a video. Today we're going to talk about a topic that is kind of really important. Not kind of, is really important. And I've been at the hands of it and I've been stuck in it and I've really worked hard to get myself out of it. And I'm here to help you take that next step as well. And today's topic, if you're wondering, is victim consciousness. And my question for you is, are you the victim of your life? And are you ready to take your life? If you said yes, great. We're gonna get into this topic. I have a little picture that I'm gonna share with you. We're gonna share my screen. And all right, here it is. So these are some signs of victim mentality. So we're just going to go down the list and I want you to just make a mental note if you have any of these. Without judgment, we're just noticing right now. All right, ready? All right, number one is stating that people are better off without you. Are you telling yourself that people are better off without you? That you'd be better off if you weren't around? If you said yes, make note of it. If you said no, then great, we can keep going down the list. All right, number two, dramatizing insignificant events. Did you spill your coffee and now you're telling yourself that you're going to have the worst day ever? Oh, yeah, you are going to have the worst day ever. You just told yourself you are. Dramatizing insignificant events, these little small things that play a small role in our day, can really affect us long term when we continue to fixate and focus on them instead of saying, oh, ow, that hurt or that sucks. Didn't like that. I, oh, hold on 1 second. I gotta go turn off my phone. Okay, now we were talking about dramatizing these insignificant events. So, yeah, these small things that happen in our lives can be as big as we want them to be or as little as we want them to be. It's important to acknowledge when bad things happen or when we're frustrated or we get mad. But it's also important to be able to move forward and to accept what happened and do what you can to make it better. If your coffee spilled, maybe because that happened, you'll get yourself another cup of coffee later. There's not much you can do about what happened. It's about what you do moving forward. All right, number three, learned helplessness. Do you feel like you are at the wills of everyone else and everything else around you? Are you dependent on others for everything and for getting places, for validation, for help with the money? If you said yes, it's okay. We're just noticing it right now. It's good to notice these things. Notice when we're feeling helplessness that you are not helpless. You are capable of getting through this. You are capable of getting through this. You are capable of getting through this. Number four, fixation on negative events or trauma. Now, this one is real and it's very raw and it takes time. And especially if you have a diagnosis or you struggle with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, or you struggle with any anxiety, depressive disorder, this is going to be something that occurs and that we learn how to cope with and we learn how to move through these situations and not let them hold us from getting to our future and our present moment. Yes, these things happened to you. Yes, it was terrible. Yes, I see you. I see what you went through. I can't understand completely what you're going through, and I can't understand what it's like in your brain, but I can tell you that when we focus on what's ahead and we focus on what we have right now and learn how to be grateful for what we have right in front of us, we are able to heal and accept what happened to us. Sometimes forgiveness isn't the easiest thing to do when you've been hurt and or you when you've hurt others. Forgiveness takes time. What we can do is we can accept. And it's important to note that. And that takes time and it's a daily practice. This isn't something that's going to happen overnight where you snap your finger and everything's okay. It takes time and it's okay. Remember to give yourself grace and give yourself space to feel these things, to process what happened to you because it happened. It happened and you will be okay. You will. Number 5, lack of empathy. When we are coming from a place of apathy where we are detached and we can't see our wrongs, we can't see what we're doing wrong, or we will place the blame on others, or yeah, we just won't be able to feel any emotion. That's part of victim mentality. That's part of this whole why me? Why did this happen to me? When you have empathy, you can see the full picture. You can see it from all perspectives, and you respect and care for all of them, and still continue to advocate for yourself and your boundaries and your worth, and it will be okay. Sorry about that. Number 6, low self-esteem. Do you struggle with your self-esteem? Do you look at yourself and beat yourself up? Are you talking down to yourself? How's your self-talk? Are we lifting ourselves up or are we putting ourselves down? Just notice that. Notice what you said with that. Excuse me. Number 7, needing excessive attention. When you're in a victim mentality, you are like, why is the world going to me? Listen to me, listen to my problems, listen to what I'm going through. I need someone to hear me, I need someone to see me. And while it is good to advocate for yourself, there's a balance and there's a boundary that we have to set. We need to make sure that we're giving that attention to ourselves and that we're validating ourselves and that we're not looking to external sources because at the end of the day, no one else gets to be in your head. No one else knows what you're going through. So instead of going out and seeking that validation and attention from outside sources, in those times where you are going through something that's frustrating or you're upset, that's a time to go inward, time to go in and figure out what's going on in here. And then, yeah, go process it with a therapist, go process it with a friend, or write it in your journal. Whatever makes you feel safe. Yeah, be okay. All right. Number 8, blaming others for their actions. Yes. Okay. That one, I'm blaming others for their actions. Okay, I can see where that's happening. So, in an event that maybe you were getting into a tussle with your partner and you were frustrated, and so you didn't talk to them all day. And so when they get home, they're a little upset. They're like, you didn't talk to me all day. And so maybe they're being passive aggressive and playing a video game or ignoring you while you're trying to talk to them. And then you're blaming them for coping with how they felt during the day. Not necessarily a bad thing, but it can when it becomes excessive, when it keeps happening. It's really important to learn how to communicate with the people around us and not blaming anybody, not blaming yourself, not blaming them. It's learning how to take accountability for what role you played in the event. Number 9, being easily angered, irritated, or agitated. This is all part of the victim mentality. This is all a part of being, why me? Getting really mad that things happened. It's okay to feel mad. It's okay to feel irritated. It's okay to be agitated. What's important is learning how to control it and how to process it in a healthy way. Coping with anger and all of these 3, great way is doing martial arts, kickboxing, journaling, again, writing notes, talking it out with a therapist. Really, these things can be solved through basic communication and listening to what your body needs. Even going for a run or a walk. Don't even put any music on. Don't play into the emotions. Just let yourself process what happened and learn to take a breath. Learn to stop and take a breath. When someone's angering you or when someone's getting you mad, it's important before responding, being able to take that breath and see their perspective, validate what they say, and then respond accordingly. All right, number 10, severe self-pity. Kind of like we talked about in these other things, the whole why me, the world's always against me, very pessimistic mindset. And this is something that you have to train your brain to get out of. You have to train your brain to start thinking optimistic, start thinking the world's working in your favor. Things are working out. If things aren't good now, they're going to get better. I am taking personal action in my life to make things better. When you sit and wallow in self-pity, things are just going to continue to go downhill. You're just claiming it. You're just sitting in it. You're not taking any action. So right now, I'm going to challenge you. Take action in your life. Take your life back. Say things are getting better. The odds are in your favor. Things are working out for you. It's getting better. And start taking small steps. Go to the gym, write in a journal, talk with a friend. Practice healthy coping mechanisms. Hey, while we're doing it, why not? I'm just going to look up healthy coping mechanisms. We're just going to look a few up just so we can kind of see. Yep, so kind of what we were talking about. Journaling, therapy, exercise, problem solving, mindfulness, deep breathing, great practices. There's more and more. And for you personally, you'll find that you have your own. You have your own coping mechanisms. You have things that really help you, like going for a walk or talking with a friend. Remember, you are not alone. You have a community of people who love you and want to support you. All it takes is you reaching out and learning how to advocate for yourself. You can do this, and you are so powerful and resilient and strong. And I cannot wait to see where you go. And you can make anything possible when you take action. So go out, grab one of these coping mechanisms, and for the next 23 days, I want you to do it every day, if not as much as you can. do these activities or do them when you're triggered, and you will be okay. You will get better. Come back and let me know how it went, what went good, what was hard, and together we will make it through this. All right. Thanks for coming in. Love you. Peace out. Bye.